y'all. So picking off where we left off, you know, it's part 2, but we still on week 11, baby. So like I was saying, like we were saying, like I said, Seattle, Los Angeles, 2-7-2 teams, divisional rivals, playing for the first time. It's gonna be a good game, man.
For real.
I think it's gonna be a close one, very competitive, but I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one. And I'm gonna take the Rams, 27-23.
We don't need to spend a lot of time. We spend a little time on it anyway. I kind of agree with him. It's going to be very competitive. 2 possible playoff teams. I think they're very, very competitive. They're kind of almost evenly matched. I'm going to take the Rams to pull this off in a very close one, 27-24 Rams.
Okay. Well, next on the afternoon docket, y'all, we got the Denver Broncos. And they are,
my boys.
We're going to be very clear, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Broncos. They are at home against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
What you think, Billy?
All right. Obviously, I want Denver to win. We're doing well. We're trying to win a division for the first time in ages. And we're trying to get a good playoff position. I'm still concerned about my quarterback play with Bo Nix. He's inconsistent. The defense seems to be solid. I'm still a little concerned about my running game. But with that being said, Kansas City is desperate. They lost 4 games for the first time in a long time. And I think they're going to bounce back. And I think we're going to get their best game, their A game. I think Denver's going to play well. I think Bo Nix is going to represent himself well because Patrick Mahomes brings out the best of everyone. He just makes you play better. But with that being said, I think Kansas City just got a little bit too much force right now. A little bit better quarterback play than my quarterback, and that'll be the difference with the coaching staff and everything. So I'm going to take Kansas City to win this one 28-24 Kansas City.
I mean, I think I agree with pretty much everything you said. You know, I do like what I've been seeing in Denver. Defense definitely look good. I'm loving the coaching of Sean Payton.
Oh, yeah.
But like you said, Bo Nix, man, I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he got everything that it takes.
Yes.
He's very inconsistent.
Yes.
And he has that Brett Favre, you know, gunslinger in him. He always wants to make the play, which is commendable and respectable because he wants to be the leader of the team.
No question.
But he's still a young quarterback. And I think he needs to grow more into the quarterback he wants to become, right?
I agree 100%.
Even though I think he got a lot of talent.
He does.
He is very inconsistent, and they've been playing with fire this year.
You better believe it.
Because they 8-2, and to me, it's damn near a miracle. Because there's at least 3 or 4 games they should have lost.
No question.
You know, so like I said, I like what I see in Denver right now, but I do think they're very inconsistent. And I also agree with Bob that Kansas City is very hungry. They need this game.
Yes.
And more importantly, it's a divisional game. It's on the road.
Yes.
You know, and also the Chiefs' schedule is going to be getting a little bit easier as the season goes. You got the Raiders again. You got the Chargers at Kansas City. They play the Cowboys on Christmas, Thanksgiving. So, you know, they could be gearing up for a run.
I agree.
And this might be the beginning of that run.
I agree.
So, unfortunately, Bronco fans, me and Pops, we have to go with the Chiefs in this one, man. I do see some points being scored in this game.
Yes.
So it might be going over
the total.
But I'm gonna go with Kansas City in this one. I'm gonna take them 31-24.
Hey, I can't argue with that. Shout out to maintain Denver Bronco Nation. Linda, Denver Bronco Nation.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just calling it as I see it. I know y'all say you always go against our team, but no, I'm calling it as I see it. So let's see what happens. Go Broncos, and you know, big Kansas City fan.
Right. So next on the docket, y'all, we got let me see, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Baltimore Ravens, and they're at the Cleveland Browns. Now, this is a I'm not gonna say interesting game, but it's one of those games, right? Divisional rival, team that knows you. It's always tricky. But like Kansas City, Baltimore need this game.
No question.
They can't play games. They can't lose this game. And if they have any hopes for the playoffs or for the division, this game must be won.
Must be.
And I think they will win this game. I think
the resurgent. Baltimore
Yeah.
Ravens. They're resurgent right now.
Yeah, very resurgent. And just like we've seen for the rest of the year, Cleveland gonna play their good defense, and that's all they're gonna do.
That's
And
it.
Eventually they're gonna get tired.
Yes.
And eventually Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are gonna come out on top. Now,
Action Jackson.
now if we gotta go for a score for everybody, I'm gonna go Baltimore, and I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take Baltimore in this one. I like them 30-16.
Ooh, that's a lot of points. Yeah, I don't have to spend that much time on this game. Cleveland, until they get a solid quarterback and a solid running game, they just not going to win games.
It's gonna work.
Their defense is very solid. They're going to represent themselves well, and they're going to give Lamar Jackson some problems. And the Browns have upset Baltimore in Cleveland before. We've seen it. But this is a rookie quarterback. Baltimore will have something for him. And Lamar Jackson is going to remind people that he's still Action Jackson. He just got hurt. Now he's still that boy. He's still that man. So we're going to take Baltimore to take care of business. I'm going to say 28-17 Baltimore.
Okay. Well, for our last game of Sunday night, a game I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Oh
We
yeah,
got the Detroit Lions at Philadelphia Eagles.
the fantasy football champions, Philly.
If you ask me, this is somewhat of a playoff preview.
It should be.
I feel like
Could be.
both of these teams will be in the playoffs. Most likely, they're both going to be divisional winners.
I believe that.
And we might see this game again, in January.
I believe that
You never know.
That's possible.
But as of right now, this is the only meeting that we know about. It's in Philly. This is a tough game. Philly is a different animal at home.
They are.
They're a different animal in the winter.
I agree.
The weather don't affect them like it affects other teams.
I agree with that too.
And even though Detroit has proven that they can go on the road and play in hostile environments,
They have.
this is going to be, I would say, maybe their biggest challenge this year, aside from Green Bay. And maybe Tampa Bay.
Yes, I agree.
And Green Bay, of course, got them. We beat them in Green Bay. They beat Tampa Bay on Monday night in Detroit. But this is a road game for Detroit. I feel like they're going to play some really good offense. The defense is like I've been saying all year, it's
Yes.
really impressed me.
Yes.
Just how consistent they've been, how more healthy they've been than last season.
No question.
Just playing good on both sides of the ball.
For real.
But you can say the exact same things for Philly.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know they've been having some little struggles here and there with the offense and not scoring so many points. But like we've said before, the Eagles, they find a way to win.
They do.
A lot of teams find a way to lose.
No
They
question.
find a way to win.
Oh yeah.
And this is a very interesting game for me. I feel like both teams are pretty equal. I want to go with Philadelphia, but something's telling me to go with Detroit in this one. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Detroit, man, in somewhat of an upset.
Upset
But
special.
I do think it'll be a very close, a very competitive game. But I'm gonna go Detroit in this one, and I'm gonna go Detroit. Detroit 28-23.
Interesting. 28-23. This will be an enjoyable game, very entertaining. It's gonna be fun. I think Detroit had a rude awakening against that game with Minnesota. They took Minnesota lightly.
They did.
I think they're not gonna let that happen again. Dave Campbell said, look, we gotta play everybody the same. We gotta be focused from week to week, from here on out, and we gotta play like our backs are against the wall. And with that being said, I think Philadelphia will play well, but I see some weaknesses in Philadelphia that they can exploit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think Detroit will be focused. I think Philadelphia will play solid, but I think Detroit will outlast him in a very entertaining game. I think Detroit will come out on top somewhere between, I'm going to say either 28-24 or 31-28. So let's go one of those scores. So I'm going to say 31 Detroit and 28 Philadelphia. I think most points will be scored because I think Detroit is going to exploit their defense a little bit and try to get a few points. But at the end of the day, look for the Detroit explosive offense to rule the day at the end of the game. Detroit 31, Philadelphia 28.
Okay, all right. Well, for our last game on the docket, Monday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh yeah.
we got my Dallas Cowboys at the Las Vegas Raiders. Now,
Traditional.
two traditional, original
Franchises.
NFL teams,
Yep.
two historic NFL teams.
Yes.
But that's neither here nor there. This is today. And today we got to go out there with what we got today.
Oh yeah.
You know, and unfortunately for the Raiders, everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
It is.
And it's pretty bad to see, right?
It's pretty horrible. But
They,
what we
they,
say about that?
they need a total retooling. Everything got to change in Las Vegas. But as far as the Cowboys is concerned, y'all guys already know what's up with us. You know, we stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, we're technically not out of the playoffs, which I don't really know what that means right now. But, you know, without wins, it means nothing. So with all that being said, you know, so Monday Night Football, last time we was on Monday Night Football, we got embarrassed by the Cardinals in our house.
Which was unfortunate.
Which was very embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're gonna do that again on back-to-back national televised games.
All right.
So for the most part, I think it's gonna be, I don't wanna say a boring game. I just don't think it's gonna be that exciting for NFL fans. Because I don't feel like the Raiders are gonna do enough.
Okay.
I feel like this will be a bounce back game for the Cowboys. We get a little healthier. We come off a bye week.
Okay.
I feel like we all got something to prove to ourselves.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this one. I think we're gonna win this game pretty decisively, actually. And I'm gonna go Dallas 35, Vegas 17.
Okay. Ordinarily, I would agree with that, and I would agree with almost everything he said, just about everything he said. But here's the thing. The Dallas defense has not gotten better because they had a bye.
That's true.
That defense looks like soft as a baby's ass. I'm just being honest. It's what it looked like to me, visually, just looking at it. That being said, the Raiders got a whole bunch of problems, but I think the Dallas defense is the cure for a lot of the Raiders' problems this week. So with that being said, as much as I think the Raiders look like crap, sorry Raider fans, but I think this is going to be a shootout. I think the Raiders are going to get healthy against Dallas defense, and Dallas is going to be able to move the ball on their defense too. I think, of course, Dak is the better quarterback. We know that. To me, it's going to come down to turnovers. Whoever turned the ball over the least. Right now, that's been the Raiders. But Dallas looked really bad against Arizona. So I'm going to say this. I wouldn't be surprised who won the game. It's a toss-up. This game can go either way. I mean, it's going to be Dallas and the Raiders. But I'm going to go with the Raiders in a minor upset, in a shootout. It's going to be more entertaining than people think. It's going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be a lot of points scored. And some turnovers going to happen too. So I'm going to take the Raiders in a minor upset, 31-30. And it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be more entertaining than you think. But if you're a Raider fan and a Cowboy fan, they're both going to play well, and somebody got to win the game. And I'm thinking the Raiders have home field advantage, and they'll take advantage of the Dallas Cowboys defense. That's why I said 31-30. That's a lot of points, I know, but don't be surprised to be a lot of points scored. Just saying. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, this is part 2, continuation of State of Play, Week 11, NFL State of Play. So, we're building it as we fly it. So, we had to do a few little changes here and there, but get a chance to look at the rest of part 2 before Sunday. This will be up so you can see it before the games come on in the morning. So, in any case, you know, this is family, friends, and football, and we love you. And we'll see you next week, Week 12.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, so we will see you next week, Week 12. Enjoy the games, family, football, and friends. Toast.
Stay to play, baby.